guys, it's Christina from craftingwithchristina.com, and today I'm going to be making another Valentine's Day card. I have here just a few supplies. I have some Hero Arts clear embossing powder. I have the Peachy Keen 296 X's and O's stamp, as well as a sentiment I love you from PK 295 Cupid Sting. I have a felt heart, which comes from these felt heart stickers that you can get at Michael's in the children's craft area. I always buy these at the end of the holiday season that they're for, when they're on like 70% clearance, so I always have a stash of these kind of things all the time. So they're great for me for making my daughter's Valentine's for school, but I also use them for a card that I'm going to use today, so I have one of those. As well as I have some paper here. I have a 4 by 11 piece of white cardstock. I have silver metallic cardstock, sized at 3 3/4 by 5. I have a white piece of cardstock, sized at 4 1/2 by 4 3/4. I have another piece of silver, sized at 3 by 2 1/4, and then 2 pieces of 1 3/8 squares. So I'm going to be following a sketch from Mojo Monday to make this card, since I love them, and let's get started. Let's put these to the side. The first thing we're going to do is grab our scoreboard and score our foundation piece here. Put these over. And since this is a 4 1/4 by 11 card, we're going to have to score at 5 1/2. As you can see, I cleaned my scoreboard. I was getting tired of seeing a grody scoreboard on my video, so I cleaned it. Sometimes a lot of adhesive can get stuck on it to make it dirty, so it was about time that I gave it a good wipe down. So we have that. And next, we're going to grab our white cardstock for our main, or I guess our background, and I'm going to stamp. I have it on just another piece of computer paper, and we're going to stamp it all over using the XOXO stamp and some Versamark ink. I'm using Versamark Champagne, which gives like a goldish, I guess, finish. So let's ink this up. We're just going to make it so the XOs go horizontally. Once. Let's add more ink. You know, I should have the light on, you guys. I'm sorry. You guys couldn't see that. Go. Next, I'm just going to take my, let me flip this over actually, and I'm going to take my clear embossing ink and clear embossing powder. I'm silly. Sprinkle it all over. Ideally, I like to grab my tweezers, but I don't know where I put them. Ugh, I hate the feel of embossing powder on my fingers. Okay. That's all set. Okay, now I'm just going to grab my heat tool and we're going to heat emboss this. Okay, so as you can see now, really shiny and shimmery. It's kind of got like a almost glittery look to it. I think I want to just rub it off, make sure there's no extra powder. Okay, really super cute. And that's going to be our background to our card. So I'm just going to take my silver pieces now, and I'm going to use an ink, basic gray, and I'm just going to ink around all the edges of the gray pieces. So now that we have those, let's make sure our white cardstock is far from that. Just wipe down the craft area. And we're going to just use our heat tool to dry these two pieces. Okay. Now they're dry, and you can see they're substantially darker than they originally were. I'm going to take my corner rounder, if I know where I put it. Oh, right over here. I'm going to just round the bottom two corners of the white piece and the gray piece. So I think I'm going to use my big corner. Go. And I already have adhesive on both of these layering pieces, so we're just going to stack those together. There we go. And we can mount that onto our card front. Oh, before we do that, we want to round these bottom two pieces too. Okay. Oh. A little scraggly here. We have so far. Next, we're going to take like another Stampin' Up! Color. I like Riding Hood Red. Oh, I don't know why it's green like that, so don't ask me. If any one of you stamping demos know why it kind of turned a little, I don't know, metallic-y. I use this ink all the time, maybe because it's drying up. Got a little bit of ink on a makeup sponge. We're just going to ink these edges. Next, I'm going to take Real Red from Stampin' Up! And just go over around the outsides of those pieces. The very outside, just to darken it up. too. Do you see what a transformation I made? Just a little bit of ink. So, since there's a lot of ink on these, I'm just going to hit them for a second with my heat tool. Just so it completely dries. Okay. Those look great. And those are going to go on to our gray cardstock. I already have some adhesive on the back. Ooh. There we go. Ooh, my hands are all powdery still. And I have this Valentine ribbon from Michaels. It says Be Mine, and it has a little smiley face. And I've been dying to use it, and I think this is the perfect project. So, let's grab some of this. And before we do that, we're going to do our stamping. We're just going to take the I love you sentiment, and we're going to grab some real red, and we're just going to stamp it right onto the middle of one of the squares. Ooh, that was a horrible inking job. With Peachy Keen stamps, you want to make sure you press lightly, because you don't want ink to line up on the edge of the stamp, which is what I did the first time. So, got some real red. Just going to stamp that to my card. See, it says I love you. Okay. And we're going to grab our heart sticker. Beautiful thing. You know what? Should we do this first? Actually, let's do the ribbon first. I don't want it to get messed up. I'm actually going to do the reverse side of the ribbon. The sentiment says be mine, be mine, be mine. And I don't want it to be so much on here, so we're just going to do the backward side of the ribbon first. We're going to use some clear Scotch tape. Okay, and then stretch straight. Some of this adhesive off. Okay, and we're going to just tie a bow here, and we're going to make it so the sentiment shows this time. Now we're going to add our pink and red ribbon, which I think looks really nice with this pink on here. And this is a sticker, a felt sticker, so it's basically one shot. You peel off it, peel off the back, and stick it. I'm going to kind of do it sideways at an angle. Go. I think also I'm going to take a white gel pen and just do tiny stitching around the outside of these dots. Outside of these squares, just to make it look like our heart. Now that this is finished, we can add this to the front of our card, and I'm going to do that using some foam squares. Okay, I'm just going to trim down my tails a little more since this is getting a little out of control. Oh, I'm seeing everything today. Okay, and we're going to just use our candle lighter and carefully seal off the edges of our ribbon. And that's our card. I hope you like it. Pretty simple and easy for Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for watching Crafting with Christina. You have a great day. Bye-bye.